I'm super excited today to chat with Miss Angel Johnson. She is an Atlanta-based celebrity hairstylist and educator, and she's doing some pretty amazing things to service not only clients, but also the community. How are you today, Angel?
I'm wonderful, wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for joining me. So let's start off. Let's just tell everybody what you do, what type of work do you do, and how you kind of got started in the hair industry.
Okay, well, I am a platform artist, educator, and stylist. I've been doing that for license for 26 years, 26 years. And as an educator, I'm at the school at Aveda Arts and Sciences Institute. For other products that I work for Design Essentials. I've worked for some tool companies beforehand that. So that's where I do all my education with those companies to stylists and for future professionals, showing how to use products and whatnot. How I became a stylist is when I was young, I actually wanted to be a barber, and I would cut my little brother's hair and the boys in the neighborhood when I was about 12 years old. So that didn't work out. No, I didn't say it didn't work out because I still cut hair, but I ended up going to cosmetology school. So, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Wow, so young. Oh my goodness. That's great though. So can you tell us, how did you start building your clientele, including your celebrity clientele, and like the different projects that you were able to work on, like film sets, fashion week, and things like that?
Sometimes you just have to open up your mouth and ask. Within working with different companies and being introduced to people that are on those teams or in the leadership positions there, I just simply asked. They let me know that's what they did. And I said, well, how can I be a part of your team? How can I get on? And just talking about your accomplishments or the challenges that you'd like to face, or anything that you just have a passionate about, when you actually speak it out loud, people are listening. So most of it, I just got invited to come along, and then it built from there. So I've just been introduced to this person's friend and that person's friend, which happened to be celebrities and whatnot. So that's how I really got involved. Just having your core of what you want to do and practicing that, being consistent, being humble, being able to accept the invitation with no pay. That's the main thing. Just wanting to get in where you fit in, and then it'll blossom from there.
Yeah, that is good advice for people that are listening who are aspiring to be kind of where you are. I think like just being proactive and putting yourself out there, like you said, is big, honestly, for any industry that you want to kind of grow in. So what would you say has been like your favorite memory or just experience that you've had? Anything super memorable that you've been on?
Well, my favorite thing to do in the whole wide world is always Fashion Week. So the first time I was given a task of a challenge, and then the person told me that they actually do their key hairstylists for New York Fashion Week. So that's when I asked, how can I be on your team? Because I was on their team in another capacity. So they invited me. It was with a huge brand. That's who he worked for as well. And it was so exciting because it was just like you see in the movies with all the chaos and all the movement and all the rushing around. It was exactly like that. So that was my most favorable moment because it had always been a dream of mine. So every time I'm invited to come to New York Fashion Week, which I've been just about every year, twice a year, I go with enthusiasm. I was just asked yesterday to be a part of New York Fashion Week. That's next month. I mean, in September. So
yes,
I'm excited about that. Yes.
That sounds so fun. I bet it's hectic out there and you probably do the hair beautifully. Can you talk about how you define healthy hair? I know that's something that you're very passionate about. How do you define healthy hair?
Healthy hair for me is hair that is balanced, whether you are natural, relaxed, chemically treated. when you take care of your hair, it's maintained, it's balanced, and it's that's the healthy part of it. So where you're able to manipulate the hair in any type of way and it can bounce back to its original form, or like I said, if you're natural, you don't have heat damage because you're taking all the necessary steps to take care of your hair, to keep it pliable, to keep it soft, to be able to take heat when you want to be able to apply heat to your hair, and then you revert back to your natural curl pattern. Even when it's relaxed, not over relaxing, compromising the integrity of your hair where it's bone straight, because when you don't have any texture in the hair, it can't do anything but be straight. So you know how people say, oh, curls don't last in my hair because it's too straight.
Right.
Yeah, and then especially high lift color, when you're coloring your hair, it needs a lot of love and conditioning. So especially those that want to be high lift, like blonde, because of course we know that's not natural on very many people, you know. Right. But yeah, they are taking the chance of drying out their hair or compromising it in some type of way because it is an aggressive, you know, treatment. Mm-hmm. So you have to be very much on the consistency of maintaining that and treating it, especially with moisturizing and hydrating conditioners. So.
Gotcha. Do you have advice for people with curly hair or just in general? Because I know you mentioned you work with some brands. Are there any products that you would suggest? Do you have advice in general for hair with texture?
Hair with texture. Our curly girl, I suggest hydration. Hydration and moisturization is the key to keeping your curls plump and full and, you know, with some movement and fluidity. Even the densest hair can move. As dense as it can possibly be, it can still move. Mm-hmm. It's just that we have to apply the products and apply the treatment, which is hydration is just water, but not just putting water on your hair, slicking it back, but actually steam treatments. There are products with hydrating benefits because moisturizers, they can still to penetrate the hair, but hydration is what is water, and your hair is made up of water. And when we don't drink water and eat right and exercise and all those kinds of things, we're depleting the actual H2O from our hair, from heat, from heating elements, heating tools, and again, just not bringing in the proper nutrients into our body. We have to replace that some type of way. So that's what my recommendation is: hydration and moisturizers.
Okay, gotcha. Do you see, like, amongst clientele or other stylists, any like misconceptions about textured hair, black hair that you wish were just like not a thing, or people would stop kind of perpetuating in the hair industry?
The one thing, well, I'm going to give you two. Only because one thing is that the misconception is that our hair isn't soft. Black hair isn't soft. They think it's, you know, you go back into the stereotypical things of it's woolly, it's like a Brillo pad, it's nappy. And those are words we do not want to use because, you know, with the new embracement of ourselves, our culture, and our hair, once you touch it, it's very deceiving. So it may look that it's super tight or it's hard or whatever. It's not. And especially when you're treating it correctly, you'll have the best experience with your hair. A lot of people have to learn how to treat their hair. And the second misconception is the wash and go. That is wash and go is when the wash and go to me is a person who has very short hair that they can just apply product to after they jump out the shower. Yeah. And hit the road. That's a wash and go. But we have to manipulate our hair in so many ways in order to get it to be the way we want it to be. So to me, the term wash and go is for a select few of people, you know, because otherwise you have to finger coil it, you have to diffuse it, you have to blow it, you got to detangle it, you got to do all these things, which is doing your hair. So For me, the wash and
Mhm.
go, the term wash and go.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish that would, you know,
Yeah, because
go.
I definitely can't just wash and go, you know. So yeah, I feel it. I feel it. So you're also an educator. You kind of already gave us a lot of tips. What is the importance of education? Because a lot of people like on social media, they feel like they're experts, but like you're definitely you went through the schooling, you're qualified. What is the importance of education today in this society?
Well, in today's society, it's extremely important because people feel like they can get everything instantly. And because I am an educator at a cosmetology school, it's funny to see that the program is only a year long, but they come in thinking, a lot of them, not all of
Okay.
them, but they come in thinking they already know everything. And they go to YouTube University as well, like everyone else, you know, and YouTube, no
No
thumbs down to
shade. Yeah.
YouTube, no shade, no shade. There are a lot of people on there that's giving accurate, beneficial
Mhm.
information, right? I mean, some of us as professionals, we still go there because other professionals are on there sharing information. So the thing is, it's instant. They think it's instant. I have to explain to them, you have to understand first the fundamentals and then go from there. So I think advanced education, once you get your license and once you get out into the field, is mandatory because things change constantly. So trends change, styles change, techniques change, technology changes. So we have to stay abreast of what's going on. You can be the same hairstylist doing the fundamental things because that's the base of everything. But in order to grow your business and stay in tune with what's going on and what the consumer knows about, because a lot of things they bring back to the stylist because they've learned somewhere else
Mhm.
and it's not real information, but we have to know about it. So yeah, so staying in tune with what's going on, what's current, like just like anything else, current topics, current subjects, you need to stay abreast of what that is.
Mhm. Yeah. So in addition to that, so being just always, you know, continuing your education, um, are there any other like qualities or keys that you find are important when running your business? Because you know, you're not just doing hair, you are a business or entrepreneur. So what are or what is one thing, maybe in addition to education, that's you find important for those who, you know, are running their business of hair?
Um, well, it's still kind of education, but being on top of your business as far as the legal side of things, paying taxes, uh, your name, having everything trademarked or whatnot, copywritten, because your intellectual property, what you put up here, your knowledge, what you've invested in, is still can be taken from you. It can be um, stolen, however you want to look at it. But in order to, you need to protect yourself. So protecting your business, protecting your knowledge, protecting what you invest in, and protecting what you put out. That's the main thing as far as that. And being professional. Professionalism is everything. And that's part of, when I said it went back to education, that's part of professional and personal development. So understanding how to connect with your client or the consumer or whomever it is, you need development in that as well.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
that's all part of business. Yeah.
You have a initiative called We Are Cross Cultural Movement, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So it's still in its beginning stages,
Okay. Yeah.
but it is a situation to where you want to show people that we're all one, right?
Okay.
So you can be of many cultures, and but you're, so say for instance,